TEC Greg here with another really easy recipe for you. We're going to be making strawberry and blueberry cobbler today on our RT680. It's a great way to utilize your grill, keep it cooking outside. We're going to spend the entire day by the pool today, so we'll go ahead and get started. We've got about 3 pounds of strawberries here, a cup of sugar, and what barbecue wouldn't be complete without a little bit of a Woodford Reserve, some really nice Kentucky straight bourbon. So real quick, when you're cutting your strawberries, a lot of people go ahead and cut straight through the top. There's a lot of good strawberry stuff that goes in the trash. So a couple ways you can help yourself, just pull that stem off, grab a tomato core, and you can just scoop that right out. And then that way when you slice it, you're not wasting any strawberry. Or what you can do, you take a knife, kind of choke up, leave about a 1/4 inch above your thumb, and then just turn that around and pull that core out, and you'll get a lot better use out of your strawberry. We'll go ahead and slice some of these up. I leave them kind of big. I like big chunks in my cobbler. So we'll go ahead and get all these sliced up. Show you how to do those strawberries again. Or if you want, you can use a knife. Again, just kind of choke up a little bit. And then you're only wasting a little bit of strawberry. Okay. Super easy. Alright, as you can see, our strawberries are all cut up. We're ready to go. The only other ingredients we've got about a cup or so of really nice blueberries, a cup of sugar, and then we're going to macerate these berries. And there's a couple reasons why we want to do that. So we want as much natural juice and flavor to come out of these berries to give our cobbler some really pockets of delicious flavor. So what we're going to do is we're going to sugar these fruits, and we're going to add a little bit of Woodford Reserve Kentucky straight bourbon. You don't have to add the alcohol. It just kind of helps release a lot of that flavor and juice. The alcohol will cook off, so it's safe for children to eat. It's not like they're going to be drinking it. I would say though, if the fruit's in the fridge, make sure people know there's alcohol in it, just to make sure no kids get any of that. So Isabel, you'll go ahead and dump the blueberries in here. How about that sugar? Sprinkle it around. There you go. And I know it looks like a lot of sugar, but again, this is going to be one of the biggest flavoring elements to the cobbler, as well as it's going to help, that sugar is going to break down that fruit and release a good bit of that juice. So probably about a 1/4 cup or so of bourbon. And we'll just give this a stir. And what we'll do is we'll let this sit in the fridge for about 2 hours or so. We really want to get good and a good bit of time to let those strawberries release all those juice. And that sugar will dissolve. It looks kind of like it won't dissolve, but it'll all break down here a little bit. We'll get that in the fridge. All right, so our berries have had about 2.5 hours in the fridge. If you look at them, a lot of the juices come out of them. They'll be really tasty. Again, we macerated those in some sugar and a little bit of bourbon. So let's go ahead and make the batter, and this really couldn't be any easier. So we have 2 cups of flour. Go ahead and dump that in. Yep, dump it in. And you can see it doesn't have to be perfect. 1/2 cup of sugar. A little left in there. We have 2 cups of milk. Pour that in. And then with a little bit of vanilla extract, maybe like a teaspoon or so. Doesn't have to be perfect. So we'll go ahead and mix that up. And this will form our batter. And it'll come out kind of looking like pancake batter when it's all done. And our Rectec's been preheating to 375. So our batter's good to go. We've got a pan here with 8 tablespoons of butter that's been melted. We'll go ahead and pour all of our batter in there. And then what we'll do is we will take our fruit and we'll kind of scoop our fruit over the top and make sure you get a good bit of that juice. And as this bakes, that batter will kind of crawl up the sides of the fruit. No need to stir this. And I've got enough fruit here for about 2 cobblers. We'll get a little of that juice on the top too, kind of sprinkle it all around. There's really not a science to this. It will be delicious. Okay, let's go ahead and get this on the Rec-Tec. We'll get this on 375. And that'll bake for about 50 minutes or so. Our cobbler's gone in a total of 55 minutes. It's good and golden brown and bubbly, a good test. So you grab your bullpen here, poke the sides and the top, and if your needle comes out clean, you're good to go. We'll get this rest inside for about 15 minutes before we eat it, let all the juices relax, and we'll serve this with some ice cream. Alright, so we've had our cobbler out, resting for about 15 minutes now. Let those juices kind of settle. Let's go ahead and dig in. We're going to get this served up with a side of vanilla ice cream. Look at all that fruit. How delicious that looks. Here we go, some beautiful blueberry and strawberry cobbler cooked on the Rec-Tec. 375 for about 55 minutes or so. Enjoy.